Hi guys, this is a really exciting episode for us. This is where we're getting to showcase one of the vans we've just finished for a customer. It's been a bespoke build, it's been some alterations onto our Storm 2 build. Some of you have been watching and following along as we've built this van. If you're new to this is a customer's van. He's picking it up tomorrow. We thought we'd give you a sneaky peek to show it off first. So the customer spec'd it onto this Indium Grey L3H2 long wheelbase MAN TGE. It's the 3.18. It's quite a high spec. He has gone for a camper spec, so 2 single front seats, no bulkhead. And this is a 2025 model, so it's got the facelift, which is quite nice. It's got the all new interior dash. It is a keyless start, and it's also the electric handbrake, which makes it great for the conversion and gives you a wee bit more extra space in between those seats. But really good quality, high spec of van, and really excited to show you inside, so come, let's see. So we've got his van sitting on a set of Rogue Alloy CC1s in matte black, and they're running on some 245/65 R17 BF Goodrich all-terrain tyres. So although this is a front-wheel drive only vehicle, this is going to give him a much better traction for getting out of those wet campsites and be able to take him to places he usually wouldn't be able to go. These are black aluminium Thorsby style side steps, just to give you a wee bit extra boost to get in and out of the van. Although it looks like it lowers the side sill height, it's actually the same height as the undercarriage of the van, and so it doesn't actually detract from your ground clearance at all, which is really handy. We've fitted this black Fiamma 4-metre F80S awning. It's a top mount awning, which means it sits on top of the van rather than a wall mount awning, which would sit on the side. Really doubles the size of your living space with the vehicle. They're one of the most important things, I think, for you to add to your camper van. They're really good because if you're sitting inside and it's a little bit damp, it means you can have the sliding door open. You don't feel like you're trapped inside the vehicle. You pull your awning out, and it doesn't matter if it's raining, it's not coming inside the van. It also gives you this extra living space, so that if it is damp somewhere you're going, if it has been raining, you can come back, you've got nice dry space, you can take off your boots, get unchanged, rather than bringing all that mud and dirt and wetness into the camper van. You've got somewhere dry, you can do that. You can leave things out here, leave your shoes and stuff out here, rather than having to bundle everything into the vehicle or stick everything underneath and it gets forgotten about. On a lovely summer's evening, a few chairs out here, nice picnic table, get the rug down. What a beautiful place to sit, out the rain, out the wind, and maximises your usage for the van. We've also fitted it with this awning light, this LED. It's controlled from inside the van, and instead of it lighting from the van outwards, it's lighting from here in towards the van. This van's been spec'd with the customer to have this waterproof blind at the back. It's really handy. You can just unclip these, roll it down, and zip it up. It means if you're lying in your bed at night time, you're in your jammies, and one of you gets sent out to grab something from the back of the van, when you open it up, you're not going to get any rain, nobody's going to be seeing you in your nightie. It just gives you a little bit more privacy. Or you can roll it up. It's also got a mosquito mesh on it as well, so if you want to let a bit of the breeze in, you can leave the doors open, lie in your bed. Really nice. He's also spec'd these storage pockets from Vandermoon, really handy for smaller items that would be lost in the big cupboards. You've got 4 pockets in each one. It just makes a really handy storage area out of what's usually just a kind of dead zone in the van. Got an external shower here, very handy piece of kit, so that if you've got dogs or muddy wellies, been to the beach or your bikes even, you can stand at the back here and hose them all off. So we've got heaps of storage in this van. You've got some drop-in storage at the front there, which is quite convenient. And you've got a huge double-layered cupboard in there. Good place to store your cable, tidy. We all send away with your shore hookup. We send a 241 to plug into the garage as well. It's a really handy thing to have. It means that you don't have to be on a campsite to charge your van. You can also charge it on your driveway. So for larger items that he's going to be storing in the back here for all his luggage and things, he wanted a couple of cargo tie downs, so we've got some lashing points on here you can attach some bungees onto, keep everything from sliding about in the garage. This is where we keep all your appliances, where all your power points, your batteries, all your charge units are all in the back there. In here we've got your Truma. This is your hot water and your heating. We've also got your water pump, keeps all the water separate from everything else. We've got an emergency dump valve. This will come on automatically if the temperature drops below a certain level, and what it does is it will drop all the water out of the tank, so that if the van drops below freezing, that it's not going to damage anything in the heating unit there. In the top here we've got a really convenient slide out storage. We use these Euro crates. They're really handy because you can pack them full of your stuff. The worst thing about going on a camping trip is having to unpack the van, but with these it makes it much easier. We fit these as standard on our campers. This is a Thetford C403. It's a cassette toilet. You can carry away your waste, empty it out, wheel it back over to the van, slots in nicely into the side. You don't need to take anything into the van itself. We can also fit composting toilets, which are becoming more popular, but in our standard build we fit these. This is your water inlet. We go for a hose lock attachment onto the side rather than a drop-in, and your electric hookup. This fridge is a part of the Dometic RC range. It's a 70 litre 10.4 fridge. It's got the dual hinge door, which means if you're outside and one of you's inside cooking, you don't need to come in and disturb them to sneak a wee beer here and there. And if we step into the kitchen here, we have our countertop, which opens up to reveal the sink. Gives you that extra bit of working space so that one of you can be stood on the end here cooking on the induction hob, while the other one's in here doing a bit of washing up or maybe a wee bit of prep work. We've got absolutely bags of storage in here for all your food. And the induction hob is running on a huge battery bank of 300 amp hours. It's got 300 watts of solar on the roof, and it's got a 3 kilowatt inverter. So loads of power. We've also got double socket up here so that the customer can take his double drawer air fryer, plonk it on the counter and cook away. We've got a really nice comfortable sleeping area here. Everything's Alcantara, which is like an automotive suede material. It's very tactile, very soft, kind of luxurious. And we've put that on where your feet go and where your head touches the sides as well. With the sleep pods, it increases the width of the van from 5'7" on the inside skin to 6'2" on the outside of the sleeping pods. So if you're massive, it's still going to be slightly snug, but it's going to fit 95% of people. We've put some really convenient sockets here. Customer had spec'd to have 240 beside his bed. We've got a USB-C and a USB-A socket beside the bed there. We've also got these new reading lights. So they are double lights, one facing one way, which is a spot, and the other one, which is a flood. You can choose just to have one light, you can choose to have the other light, or you can choose to have both. You can hold down the button and change it to be a nice cool light, or you can hold it down again and change it to be a really nice warm light. And the best thing about these is you can take them away, carry them to the campsite toilets if you're going out at night time, and if you need to charge them up, you just plug them in beside the bed there, and away you go. These are actually standard MAN TGE seats. What we've done is we've given them a sport seat upgrade, so they've had side lumbar support, give it more of a kind of bucket sporty feel, and they've had the shoulder pads added as well with the framework underneath. Quite like the Recaro seats. We've got our emblem in there, and we've got the Bentley double cross stitching down through the middle. They're done in Napa leather in black, which is really nice. And these are factory fit swivels, which are great because you can fit aftermarket swivels, but they tend to lift the height of the seat by about 40 mil and gives you an elevated kind of seating position. And when you're looking down through the windscreen, it feels slightly kind of more unnatural. Whereas when they're factory fit swivels, they lower the height of the base to accommodate for the swivel. We've fitted a small but really comfortable bathroom. We've got a roller shutter door. We prefer these rather than a swing open door, just because you've got a small space here. So if you've got a swing open door, there's a lot of moving out the way to make it functional. You've got a sit down bench toilet. We've got a small basin which hides behind the door here and takes up this space in here. And you've got a full standing shower. We've got a dome vent in the top which you can pop open for ventilation. It's got an electric fan in there, and it's all really nicely lit. So our countertop is solid surface. It's a resin mixed with minerals. It feels like marble, it looks like marble, it's much lighter weight than marble, much easier to work with. We've kept it really down to a minimum for weight wise. We've went a lot thinner on the surface. We've cut out a lot of the bulk on it, so it's really nice and lightweight. On the splashback, we've went for a Rico Surfaces tile board rather than individual tiles. This is because when vans flex, tiles can pop off. Grouting can crack. It really doesn't work in vans. You see a lot of van lifers using it and it just won't last. This is a much better idea. It's plastic, but when it's glued on, it looks the part, completely solid, and it will never move, and obviously 100% wipeable and water resistant. Above our seating area here, we've got a 700 by 500 skylight with a blind for nighttime and mosquito mesh for on holidays. Opens right up for great ventilation. We've built our electrical system into here. It's nice and easy to access from inside the van. So starting off on the right hand side here, we've got a 300 ampere lithium battery. This is a Drift Pro from Fogstar. It's a really good piece of kit. You can turn it on and off, so if you're leaving the van, you're not going to have anything acting as a parasitic drain. If you need to work on anything, you can just switch off. You don't need to disconnect anything. It's all app ready, so you can connect. It's compatible with your Victron app as well. You can go on your phone, you can read how much power you've got, you can read how long your battery is going to last at the current usage. It also comes with this balancer up the top here. What that does is it balances all the cells, so you plug it in as often as you'd like, and it'll take all the individual cells, it'll balance them all and make sure that they're all functioning at the same rate as each other, and it's going to really extend the life of your battery. We've coupled that with a full Victron charging kit, so we've got a Victron 3000 VA inverter and battery charger. We've got the Orion TR Smart 121230 DC-DC charger, and we've got an MPPT 130 solar charge controller. So bags of power going into our battery units there. We've coupled the Victron charging with a CBE kit for our 12 volt system. It works really well and has a really usable, nicely functioning control panel up at the front of the van. More than enough power for what this customer needs. So up in the control panel here, we've got our Truma control panel for our heating and our hot water. We've got our CBE control panel, which does all of our lights, our battery levels, our pumps on and off. We've then got our main control switch for our inverter. We've got our Wi-Fi, it's got 5G Wi-Fi in here. And then we've got this grey water pump to help get rid of the dirty water from the sink and shower. One of the key parts of any build that we do is always the lighting. We've added some extra lighting in this vehicle, so we've added lights on top of the gantries along the roofline to really highlight the kind of the accents of the roof there. We've got the lighting underneath the LEDs. These are all dimmable. You just hold and press and it dims right down to a more romantic light, or you can brighten them right up. We choose kind of zone lighting, so on the two main switches at the door there, it gives you all the overhead lights. You've got your under gantry lights, and then beside the bed we have the little lights that we've added round about the windows and the side pods in this one, and we also have our mood lighting for the floor level. In the bathroom we've also got our LEDs also dimmable, and in the garage we've went for a PIR switch, which means that there's no light switch. Just when you walk in, you just wave your arm and the lights come on automatically. It's really handy if you've got arms full of stuff and you're putting everything in and out of the garage. It means you can just wave your leg, wave your arm, and it'll come on automatically and light up the whole area. So yeah, we can't wait to show this van to our customer tomorrow. We think he's going to be really pleased with it. He has visited a few times during the build, which is something we always kind of try and encourage customers to do. He came up partway through the build twice for meetings. Was really pleased to see how things were turning out, and just like to see the progress of his van. But he also made changes along the way, added a few things as he went, and it's good for us to know that we're on the right path and that we're building what he wanted. But it's definitely a very comfortable, it's a nice cosy van, whilst keeping it clean and very livable. So yeah, we're chuffed to bits with it, and I'm pretty sure he's going to too. So whether you're a camper van enthusiast or whether you're a DIYer and this is your first shot, let us know what you think of our build. Let us know if it would suit your needs, what you feel we could be doing differently. Look at all our other videos as well. We've got loads of DIY videos giving our tips and tricks to you to help you with your builds. Don't forget to always like and subscribe.